Hey, what's up guys, this is Saren here, and I wanted to briefly film this video for you as a tool that you can implement today. So pay attention as you watch this. Let me tell you a quick story real quick so that I can preframe what this is all about. I want to give you a tool that you can use to snap yourself out of any funk, sometimes you just have those weird days where you're just not feeling, quite 100%. And sometimes it just takes a simple little tweak in your thought process to be able to pull the energy out of you that you really need. So pay attention as I tell you this story, because I actually went through something similar and was struggling to get my mind right, struggling to be focused and having the energy that I needed to really make my life better and to progress that day. And so I struggled for a little while trying to figure out what is it that's wrong, what is it that's holding me back. But what I needed to do was a simple little tweak in my thought process, and that's what I'm going to show you here. What I ended up stumbling upon that was really powerful was I actually started focusing on the thing on a time when I felt really, really powerful, when I felt really, really good. And I held that thought in my mind, and I got it really crystal clear and was very sharp as to exactly what was happening at the time. How did I feel? What were the emotions that were going through my mind and through my, you feel it in your chest, that energy, that excitement that you're thinking about. And so I want you to take a moment and put yourself in that spot, in that time. And I want you to hold that memory, that idea in your mind, that time when you felt really, really strong and really, really energized. And I want you to remember it like it was yesterday. I want you to remember it like it was an occurrence that just happened. And I want it to make it very, very real. How did you feel? What were the sounds that were going on around you when you felt powerful, when you felt excited, and you felt energized and alert? What were those thoughts that were going through your mind? Were you yelling at the top of your lungs? Were you screaming with excitement and joy? Maybe you were at a football game. Maybe you were at a concert. Maybe you were really, really happy because you just succeeded at something really, really big. Maybe this was a time in your life when you just needed just a really big win and you got it. I want you to think back to that time, and I want you to make that vivid in your mind and very, very clear. And I want you to experience it again. And as you experience it, I want you to anchor that. We have something called an anchor that's really, really powerful. An anchor is something where you can snap your fingers, and every time you snap your fingers and you're in an emotional state, whenever you snap your fingers again, you'll recall that memory. You'll recall exactly how you felt when you snap your fingers. And maybe it's something that you felt really, really powerful and excited, and you get it worked up inside of you, and then you snap your fingers and you anchor it to snapping your fingers. So whenever you snap your fingers, you're going to feel powerful. You're going to feel what it felt like in that moment when you snap your fingers. I have something where I will click this finger. This is actually a specific anchor that I use. And the story goes that I was at Atlanta Falcons football game, and I was at the playoff game when we were playing against the Redskins, and we were actually, was it the Redskins? Maybe it was Redskins, I don't remember. Anyway, we were in a playoff game against the Falcons, or against another team, and we were down by a field goal. And we had about 15 seconds left with the ball, and they kicked the ball off to us, and we got it right back at our end zone, and one of our guys ran it back to the 40-yard line. We had one pass that got us down into field goal range, and we had just a few seconds left. We stopped the clock, and everybody had thought it was over. Everybody thought that the game was done. And what we did, we held in there. And I remember this feeling very vividly. I remember I was yelling and screaming, and I was believing, I knew that we would get that field goal. And sure enough, on the 40-yard line, with about 5 seconds left to go in the game, everybody is silent, waiting to see if we get that kick, that 3 points that's going to put us into the next game. Lo and behold, boom, the kick is kicked, and we got the win, and everybody cheered. Everybody freaked out at the top of their lungs, and they were screaming and hollering. And I remembered that story. I remembered that feeling, and I anchored it to emotion. I anchored it to something that I would do, like a snap my fingers or a clicking. And every time I do this, I remember that feeling. And you can do that too. You can actually anchor a feeling to an action that you take. And what that's going to do is recall that powerful moment, those feelings, whenever you snap your fingers, or whenever you do a click, or whenever you tap your foot, whatever that may be that you want to anchor it to. So choose that thought, choose that time period, and then reflect on it, make it vivid and make it powerful. Embrace it and magnify the colors. Think about it in very bright detail and make it real, so that when you anchor it, you're going to have a really powerful response. It's an incredible tool to use. It's an incredible psychological tool that doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you anything to take this and use this. And this is something that you're going to be able to use and experience the rest of your life with anything that you do. Whenever you have a new experience, you can just anchor it, to something new, and boom, you're going to be in state just like that. Some other cool people to learn about this from are Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins teaches emotional IQ, how to learn how to target, or how to harness your emotions. He's a great speaker on that, and there's some other great books that you can read as well. I may put some down below in the description of this video. So if you want more stuff like this, if you want more psychological anchors and psychological things that you can use to better your day and to make yourself more powerful and feel more magnificent each and every day, to get yourself in state, stay tuned and watch some more of these videos, because I have plenty more things up my sleeve, even though I'm not wearing sleeves right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of this, and I will embrace your comments, and I would love to talk more with you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.